How to make your first $10,000 in crypto, the ultimate beginner's guide. In the last 10 years, Bitcoin has made more money than gold, bonds, the stock market, even real estate. Bitcoin just wins. If for 1 year you invested $10 weekly into gold, your money would have grown by 6%. But with Bitcoin, it would have grown almost 70%. We live in a historic time where gains like this are possible for anyone. So the questions are, how do you make money with crypto? What does all this terminology mean? And how do you start today so you can make your first $10,000 tomorrow? I'm gonna teach you everything I know. The first time I bought crypto was 10 years ago when Bitcoin was only 300 bucks. Funny story, back then I bought Bitcoin using a service called Local Bitcoins, where you had to actually meet up with a guy in person and give them cash for Bitcoin. Sketchy. But I was lucky, within a few years, my small investment turned into about $15,000 in profit. Except I made the #1 rookie mistake of all time in crypto. I completely lost access to my wallet and I lost all the money. I didn't understand yet how crypto actually works, but things have changed since then. I've studied crypto technology. I'm friends with absolute experts. I've made 500 educational videos on cryptocurrencies, and I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits. So let's make this video as easy as possible by discussing the different types of cryptocurrencies, as well as the terms you must know to navigate your way to $10,000 in profit, which wallets and exchanges are the best to use, a step-by-step guide on the easiest and safest way to buy crypto. I'm gonna give you multiple methods, step by step, click by click. This part is so essential if you want to keep your money safe. How to find the very best cryptocurrencies. This way you can be confident in building a bulletproof, rich portfolio. And you know what? I'm gonna give you your next 5 moves so that when this video ends, you don't have to go back to browsing TikTok. You can start your money-making journey today. Bitcoin's been called digital gold, which is insanely important to understand. You see, gold is a special asset. It's useful in art, jewels, medicine, manufacturing, but its price fluctuates all over the place, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a huge impact on our financial system, and its price is crazy as well. But there's one key difference between the two. Gold is old. Bitcoin and other cryptos are young. They're a fresh asset class. They're only going to get bigger. Learning about crypto now is like discovering gold before the gold rush even started. You're still early if you're watching this video right now, if you're just getting into cryptocurrency, if you're just becoming curious in the topic. But to make your first $10,000 with crypto, you need to understand the basics. How does Bitcoin work? What is the blockchain? What are altcoins? And what are the 3 types of crypto investing that can even make you your first $10,000? Before Bitcoin, it was impossible to make electronic payments without a middleman. It was expensive, it was slow. It left our data in the hands of banks. No one wants that. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency run by the people for the people. This is because Bitcoin is decentralized. There's no middleman when it comes to Bitcoin. Decentralized means no one owns it. Instead of banks being in charge, we are. You and I are literally in charge. And the growth of Bitcoin alone has proven that the world has appetite for this free financial system. Bitcoin is based on a technology called the blockchain. It sounds complex, so let's just make this simple because it's really not that confusing. The simplest way to understand the blockchain is think of it like a Google Doc, one where you can see all the changes everyone else has made. If he edits this thing, you can see that he made that edit. If you add in something, he can see that you made that edit. It's completely transparent. On the blockchain, this works as a chain of transaction entries that can be viewed and verified by anyone. If I send you $5, that's going to be listed on the blockchain forever. It can't be tampered with, and anyone can see that I sent it to you. It's a massive game changer. It's called trustless technology because you don't have to trust anyone for it to work. But hold on, why do they call it blockchain? Where's the block come from? Well, that's pretty simple too. All transaction information is stored in chunks of data called blocks. It's kind of like a single sheet from our Google Doc is a block, and then all of those sheets linked together within a master folder is the blockchain. And you can actually see this in real time. Here are the latest transactions and blocks being created as we speak on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now you might have heard the term altcoins. What are those? Since the arrival of Bitcoin, countless new coins and tokens have popped up. These are all altcoins. Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, Cardano, SNEC, you name it, those are all altcoins. Basically, if you're looking at a crypto and it isn't Bitcoin, it's an altcoin. And while all cryptos use similar technology to Bitcoin, they each have unique differences to solve different problems. The easiest way to think of different cryptos is just different businesses. Every different business solves a slightly different problem. Even sometimes there are 2 businesses that solve the same problem. It's no different with cryptos. You see 2 cryptos solving the same problem. They are different, but they are just different businesses. It's the easiest way to think of it. Ethereum, for example, was revolutionary because it was the first time people could build little computer programs on top of the blockchain. Those little programs are called smart contracts. Another example, Render, This is a crypto project that uses the blockchain to allow users to rent out their personal computers to earn money and aid in creating computer graphics and AI projects. So as you can see, this technology has really expanded from the roots of Bitcoin just being trustless transactions. Now there are legitimate businesses being built on this technology, and it's being innovated every day. And eventually we'll see more and more businesses utilizing this tech in a trustless, decentralized way. So while Bitcoin is the gold standard of cryptocurrency, altcoins are where all the new ideas and projects are popping up, and that's where the innovation will be. Now let's talk about the reason why you're here, crypto investing. Here's Bitcoin's price over the last year. Solana's, Ethereum's. Notice anything? Yeah, cryptocurrency prices, they fluctuate like crazy. They're all like this. This is because cryptocurrencies are subject to rampant speculation. This just means investors bet on the price of the crypto. Some people bet it's gonna go up, others bet it's gonna go down. Some really crazy people bet with 100 times leverage, meaning they're putting in $1 and they're getting the bet with $100. It gets insane. We're not gonna advise that. This sends the price of these cryptos and altcoins up and down constantly because of all this betting pressure, the speculation, and these wild price swings would send stocks into a panic. But in crypto, you know, just a normal Tuesday to see a 20% gain or 30% drop. That's crypto for you. So if you're an investor looking to make $10,000 in profit, what do? You got three major options, and all you need to do is decide what your strategy is, because that will massively inform your plan later on. I am big on making an investing plan and sticking to that plan, which we'll discuss later. So here are your major options. Option one, investing long-term, otherwise known as HODLing, staying in it for the long run. Invest in cryptocurrencies and projects that you like. Think of them like businesses, analyze them like businesses. Like, does this actually solve a real-world problem that needs to be solved, and is there money behind that problem? If yes, and there's a decent business model, there's a good chance that crypto could do well. Add in a strong community of supporters, and that could be a really good investment. So with this long-term investment strategy, you can just invest upfront, like take your cash, invest into that thing, or you can dollar cost average over time, splitting your buys over time. Either way, you just buy, you don't think about price swings, and you just do it because you believe in crypto for the long term, like 5, 10, 15 years. You don't even really care to check in because you're thinking decades ahead. For example, if you bought $10,000 in Bitcoin on April 1st, 2014, and you held that until now, you'd be over $1.3 million in profit.
You had a balance of 93 cents, and at an average of 2.25% interest over a period of 1,000 years, that comes to $4.3 billion.
This is the easiest strategy. Identify the good cryptos, the good investments, buy it, sit and hold, and wait for that tech to really grow over time. Then you got option two, hunting short-term wins. This is where you look to cash in on those crazy price swings that happen every day, that speculation that's happening every day. All those little up and down price spikes that you see on the price graph, those are opportunities for you to bet against other traders and win little profits. You bet it goes up, and it does, you make your win, and you repeat that process. This is known as scalp trading. If you have the stomach for this, not everyone does. You have to ask yourself, do I have the stomach to make these little bets and to be unemotional about these bets? If you can do that, this can be a very, very viable strategy to make a whole lot of money in crypto. I work with this trader named Kyle. I hired him for FINVOA because of his raw trading talent a few years back. He started trading Bitcoin just a few years ago with $26, literally his last $26. Over the course of a year or so, he traded that up to $15,000. And that's when he noticed a major trend happening in crypto. And he made a big bet, and that turned his $15,000 into around $300,000. And then a year later, he did it again using all of the exact same rules and parameters, making another massive bet, turning his $300,000 into $2.7 million. It's one of the biggest crypto gains I've ever seen, and the only problem with it is it literally seems too good to be true. But the crazy thing is he posted every single trade he's made in real time on FINVOA. That means our members had access to all of his profits, and his trades created multiple millionaires. If you're interested in checking out FINVOA, I'll have it linked down below. Just make sure you grab your spot quick before they sell out if you are interested. And then option three is simply doing both. It is long-term investing plus short-term hunting. It is possible to make short-term profits from price swings while simultaneously growing your money with long-term investing. However, of course, this is going to take much more time in your week to make this happen. So you have to ask yourself, how much time am I willing to allocate into this? This isn't an hour a week kind of strategy. This is going all in to make money off of crypto. So again, you have to know yourself here and know your goal. So ask, what is my goal with crypto? And how much time am I willing to spend? You have to answer those questions before you go too deep into this world. Now, we'll go more into the strategies that you should utilize later, because first, we need to cover a few more terms that you must know. You have to understand this world that you're stepping into. This part is going to be a bit fast, so buckle up. Crypto wallet address. The digital address that your cryptocurrency gets sent to and from. Every wallet has its own unique wallet address. Exchange. This is an online marketplace for crypto. There are ones that are controlled by a single entity called centralized exchanges. That's like your Coinbase, your Binance, things like that. Then you have decentralized exchanges, which are controlled by no one. We'll cover those in more detail later. dApps. You'll hear this a lot. These are applications, but decentralized, hence the D. It's just an application built on the blockchain. Because it's decentralized, they call it a dApp. DeFi. This is finance, but decentralized. Basically, any crypto service that deals in money or directly makes you money, like a decentralized exchange or lending or staking, this is all DeFi. Gas fees. This is a small amount that you pay to send crypto to a wallet address or to perform any action on the blockchain. It's essentially a transaction fee. They're a bit annoying, but they prevent spammers, so they're kind of a necessary evil. Pump. This is when the price of a crypto goes soaring up. And speaking of that, bull market. That means the market is trending upwards. Bear market, market is trending downwards. Mining. The process where computers solve hash problems to verify new transactions on the blockchain. When they do this, they're paid in the network's native currency. So the big example here would be Bitcoin. Bitcoin miners verify transactions, and if they're picked to verify a transaction, they win a reward in the form of more Bitcoin. Staking. This is where you lock up your cryptocurrency to help strengthen the network. In return, you get paid more of that currency as passive income. Not a bad deal. You can make anywhere from 2% interest all the way up to about 15% interest. Examples of cryptos that do this are Cardano and Ethereum. Hard fork. This is when a crypto does a software update, a major software update, and the network actually forks into two, the old one and the new one. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash are an example of this. Smart contracts, a self-executing contract or application built on the blockchain. They are completely automated once built, no negotiating, no middleman. A masterpiece. Market cap. This is the total value of all coins within a specific cryptocurrency. This helps show you the value of the total crypto. You can calculate this by taking the total number of coins multiplied by the price per coin. That equals market cap. Whale. This is your mom. Okay. Not really. This is an investor who owns a sizable chunk of any cryptocurrency, a chunk so big that they move the price when they buy or sell. Like Godzilla, their movements get press and Twitter followings. There's whales all over the place. You know what? You've made it this far. We're getting closer to you making your first $10,000 in crypto. But to do that, you need secure tools to use. These start with your wallets and the exchanges that you use. First up is your wallet. We're going to keep this super simple. There are centralized and decentralized wallets. A decentralized crypto wallet isn't really a wallet like the one in your pocket. The one in your pocket stores cash, cards, your ID, but a crypto wallet doesn't actually store anything. That's because all holdings exist on the blockchain. So what's a crypto wallet for? Your crypto wallet is the home of your private key. When you create a wallet, you're given a 16 to 24 word private key phrase. That is your password to get in. Keep that secure, never share it, never lose it. The private key is used to access your holdings on the blockchain. Without the private key, you can't access anything. If you lose it, you are screwed. That's what happened to me 10 years ago. I neglected to save my private key and totally lost access to my wallet. That's why this video is so important. Some popular, trusted, decentralized wallets are MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Exodus. There are so many more. Go with a popular one. I'll leave links for everything mentioned in the description. Now, it's not uncommon for anyone new to crypto to be a little bit hesitant when using a decentralized wallet because they're afraid to make a mistake. And let me tell you, that's totally okay. Take your time with these things, start simple. And the simplest way to go in the very beginning is a centralized crypto wallet and exchange like Coinbase. Centralized exchanges act as both a wallet where you can access your crypto as well as a marketplace to trade crypto, to buy and sell crypto. You don't need a decentralized wallet if you're only using a centralized exchange. The upside with a centralized exchange is that you don't need to stress out about making mistakes or losing your private key. You actually don't even have a private key if you use a centralized exchange. The downside is you're trusting a third party with your money. So hardcore crypto enthusiasts, they'll never hold money in a centralized exchange. However, for beginners, it's just the easiest way to go. So that's up to you. Some centralized exchanges like Coinbase are massive publicly listed companies with extremely simple features and high security. If you are an absolute beginner who doesn't need a lot of features, something like Coinbase is the way to go. If you're looking for more options and opportunities to trade and make money, you may want to consider a more advanced exchange. So let's do a step-by-step guide on the easiest and safest way to buy crypto and begin earning money. And then we're going to slowly up the intensity, up how advanced we're going to go. So we're going to easiest tutorial, medium, advanced, expert level. So buckle in, starting with Coinbase. Here we are on the app, downloaded from the App Store. On the home page, you can see my portfolio balance. I park my Bitcoin and Ethereum here. Now let's click buy and sell. Here we can choose the crypto that we want to buy. I'll leave it on Bitcoin. We type in how much we want to buy. On Coinbase, you can either pay directly with your bank account, which is nice, or you can pay with stablecoins. Stablecoins are essentially crypto $1 bills. They're 1-to-1 for the dollar. They're pegged at the dollar. They might fluctuate a tiny bit, but you can essentially think of them as $1 bills. I'm going to pay with the stablecoin USDC. I hit review order. Now on this page, you can choose if you want this to be a recurring buy. That's a super nice feature. That is dollar cost averaging. You can do however much you feel if you want to use that feature. I'm going to ignore that for now and click buy now. And there you go. You just bought crypto. Now to sell it, it's the same process in reverse. Just type in how much you want to sell, review, click sell. It's that easy. Now there is another feature here on Coinbase that's super nice. We're gonna click the cash tab. Here we can see our stable coins and cash. What's really nice is if you have USDC stable coins on Coinbase, you automatically earn 5% interest annually. So it's a pretty good spot to just park some cash if you want the simple, easy option, but we're gonna have more advanced options that pay more money in a second here. Here I click payouts and you can see all the passive income that I've made with this cash just sitting here. So that's the basics of Coinbase. But what if you want even more advanced features like futures trading or even more cryptos to choose from because you're pretty limited with a site like Coinbase? Well, Blofin is my new favorite exchange for US users. There's been a lot of things going on with US exchanges. This is the best one currently, if you ask me. Here we are on the homepage of their app. We're gonna click on markets at the bottom. Here you can see all assets that you can trade. You can find them by scrolling. There's tons of them, or you can click search and just start typing in to see if they have that crypto. And here is something important to note. We see futures and we see spot at the top. If you're a beginner, you're gonna wanna stick with spot trading. This is just regular buying and selling. Futures offers things like leverage, which you just totally wanna avoid if you're new. We're actually not even gonna get into that in this video. So let's click spot and we'll click the ETH/USDT pair. This means we'll be trading USDT, the stablecoin, for Ethereum. This also means that we'll have to have USDT in our account in order to make this trade, in order to buy the Ethereum. And not all crypto exchanges allow you to connect to your bank account directly, meaning you may have to send stablecoins from an exchange like Coinbase to your desired exchange if you want access to certain advanced features. So things get a little bit more unuser friendly the more complicated you go within crypto. So again, it's totally up to you. What's your goal here? How advanced are you willing to go? In my case here, I need to transfer from my funding account within Blofin. This is where I transferred money in to my trading account, and that just takes a couple clicks here. Then on the trading page, we click buy. Now this page looks a whole lot more complicated than it really is. All you really need to pay attention to is the top left rectangle of options. Very top, that's buy or sell. This is self-explanatory. We're gonna leave it on buy. Then we see market. This simply means we're willing to buy at the current rate. It will execute our trade at the prevailing market rate. If we choose limit order, we would be able to choose a specific price, essentially saying, I will only make a purchase if I can buy at this exact price. We're gonna keep it simple here. We're gonna leave it on market. Next, the amount we wanna buy. Right now, it is in ETH, so we're gonna switch that to USDT. Then we'll type in 100, which means we just buy $100 worth. We click buy ETH, and we're good to go. You can see our Ethereum at the bottom of the screen. We now own $100 in Ethereum. Now your third option is Kucoin. Kucoin is my favorite for international users or US users who use a VPN. Kucoin offers every feature you can dream up, from lending to staking to bots, trading, so much more. Real quick, from the homepage, we can check out lending. Kucoin is amazing for passive income. I will click the earn button here. You can see I've already made $1,800 in passive income on this app. I'll click where it says 7% APR. That means you earn 7% annually on a stablecoin. Again, a stablecoin doesn't fluctuate in price. Here we enter in how much we want to lend. It tells us our projected daily profits. That's how much we can expect to earn. Then we can scroll down, check that box, hit participate, It's that easy. This is how you could potentially make 10K in totally passive gains in crypto with the right amount of money invested up front. But of course, trading and investing can get you there much faster in crypto. So how do you do that on Kucoin? From the homepage, we're gonna click spot trading. Then the Bitcoin/USDT trading pair, that means we'll be trading USDT to buy Bitcoin. Here's the trading page. This time, again, it looks a little bit complicated. We're gonna ignore everything except for the top right rectangle. We're gonna leave it on buy. It's defaulted to a limit order, but you can see there are many other options on Kucoin. We're gonna set it to market order. Again, keeping it as simple as possible. Advanced traders are gonna be like, why are you telling them to use market order? It's the simplest way possible. We want this to be as easy and user-friendly as it possibly can. Then we type in how much we wanna buy and click buy. And if we ever wanna sell, we'll simply do the reverse and click sell. That covers centralized exchanges. Again, that will all be linked below. There's no right or wrong way to go. But what about decentralized exchanges? The most popular decentralized exchanges are Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and Curve Finance. But there are literally hundreds more. Now, warning, this is the most advanced way to buy crypto, and it's a bit tricky to give you a specific tutorial here because there are hundreds of options, all with slight variations on how the process works. So I'm gonna try to give you a high-level overview of how to use a decentralized exchange. So let's say you've identified a token that you like. You can then visit coinmarketcap.com, search the token, and click it to view its page. On here, click Markets, then click DEX. This shows every decentralized exchange that offers this token. You can see here it says MinSwap, then ADA/SNEC. That means the SNEC token is available on the MinSwap decentralized exchange, but you need to use the cryptocurrency ADA to trade it. That means we'll need to download a compatible wallet. The easiest way to find a compatible wallet is to visit the decentralized exchange's website, click Connect Wallet, and this should give you options of all the wallets that you can use on that site. Once we have the wallet, we'll then need to send crypto to that wallet from a centralized exchange of your choice, meaning we'll have to buy ADA in this instance and send it to our wallet address. Once we have that, we can visit the decentralized exchange, click the Trade tab, search for the cryptocurrency that we're looking for, and make the swap. You'll need to do a few confirmations after you click trade, and a few minutes later, the crypto will land in your wallet, and there you go, you're using a decentralized wallet. And I know that this can seem like a lot at first, so if that was overwhelming, watch through that a few times. You can always skip the decentralized exchanges and just use simpler centralized ones, or if you really want to try this out, do it with like $5 at first. Keep the bar super low, that way if you make a mistake, no big deal. And now we know how to buy and trade cryptos and ultimately earn money. Now that we know that, we need to understand how to find the very best cryptocurrencies, because we know how to buy them, but we need to find out how to buy the good ones, the profitable ones to make us that $10,000. So we're gonna discover the safe, profitable crypto options, how narratives drive pumps within crypto, and how to build a secure portfolio of mini cryptos. This is where I take you into which coins to pick and how to build a portfolio that can grow from just a little bit of money all the way to your first $10,000 in profits. First up, you got two safe picks, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both are huge stores of value and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Ethereum is the chain for countless blockchain projects and Bitcoin is digital gold. They are boom, they're set. There's even ETFs for both of these now. If you want a low risk, secure crypto pick, these are it. They still fluctuate big time compared to regular investments, but as far as crypto goes, they're solid. They're the most guaranteed to increase in price over time as well, the most solid bets. Now for other relatively safe options, hit up CoinMarketCap again and check out the top 20 coins. You got Solana, XRP, Cardano, Avalanche, Tron, Polkadot, Chainlink, Near, Polygon, Uniswap. I suggest that you check these out and understand why they are as big as they are. Understand the business behind those coins. An important thing to understand here is that these coins will give you slower, more reasonable returns. But if you're a degenerate looking for massive returns, you're gonna need to look into smaller, riskier coins that are capable of insane pumps. Bitcoin isn't going to 100x in price anytime soon, but a little micro meme coin, it might. However, the micro meme coin is much more likely to go to zero as well. So that's the risk that you take. For absolute beginners, I would avoid any of the super risky stuff for now. It is a get rich quick fantasy. You're probably not ready for it. In investing, There are certain stories that develop their own momentum. The gold rush, the dot-com boom, these stories sweep up assets with them into this frenzy of investor greed. Generally, cryptocurrencies break down into specific narratives: memes, gaming, AI, Solana ecosystem. Memes are meme coins. They have little to no inherent value. They're purely speculative and typically driven by the strength of a community, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you have to know what you're getting into. Gaming is any cryptocurrency tied to the gaming industry. This could be Web3 gaming, console gaming, anything. AI, pretty self-explanatory. Any AI-related crypto. Naturally, when AI stocks like Nvidia boomed in the stock market, people became interested in AI cryptos, expecting a similar boom. And then there's the Solana ecosystem, which is a catch-all for any cryptos built on Solana, which has been pretty popular recently. And there's many other narratives as well. But when any of these narratives pop off, such as a meme coin frenzy or the AI boom, you can see huge pumps in similar tokens, and that's what we're interested in. A great strategy for making money in crypto is keeping your ear to the ground on sentiment changes to invest in narratives before they become mainstream. Typically, you'll notice an uptick in discussions around a topic like AI cryptos, and then there will be a logic in why people are talking about it, and then slightly more discussion, and you'll start thinking, this really makes sense. That's the time to buy. That's the time to buy because if you catch a coin early in a trending narrative, it's hard not to make money because the rising tide brings up all the ships being cryptocurrencies within that narrative in this case. But while you should explore and familiarize yourself with these narratives, I'd avoid investing too heavily in them just yet. While you're starting out, if you're barely familiar with crypto, you want to stick with the safer picks for now. Remember, the problem we're solving here is making you your first $10,000. All of these coins are just a means to that end. We want to make $10,000. So let's get you there first, then you can think about the advanced strategies. Because to make $10,000, you have to not lose your money in the first place. Rule number one, don't lose money. And to do that, you want to build a solid portfolio. So here's how to build a solid, secure portfolio. I've got 4 options locked and loaded that you can use, ranging from safe to certain death. And for fun, I named them all after superhero teams. First up is the world's finest. The 2 best side by side. This portfolio is a simple 50-50 split between Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you don't want to know much about crypto, you just want to diversify into it, you want some exposure into cryptocurrencies, this is it for you. You can buy it, you don't even have to think about it. Second is the Avengers. A bunch of solid picks. You got heavy hitters like Bitcoin and ETH adding in that stability, but they're supported by proportionally smaller investments, all within the top 10 coins. For those who want to start exploring, but want to still remain safe, this is the one for you. Third, we have the X-Men, a bunch of oddballs bundled together. This time we're sticking to the top 20 cryptos, ignoring stable coins, just the investable cryptos, but with the heavy balance going to the most reliable ones still, like Bitcoin. This way you can benefit from the unstable fluctuations of the smaller altcoins, but still stay secure with the larger, most solid coins. Fourth, we have the Suicide Squad. Unlikely to succeed, but once in a while, they'll pull off a Hail Mary. A bunch of altcoins equally spread out, huge amount of risk, but if you pull it off, you get a massive return. I do not recommend this for beginners. It's too much work, you'll probably lose your money, but I need to give all the options. So let's say you've determined the perfect portfolio for you. How do you allocate money into that portfolio? The simplest and easiest is dollar cost averaging. This means you just pick a set amount and you buy that much every single week, and you do it like clockwork, whether the market is up, down, or sideways. You set your parameters, you have your plan, you stick to that plan until you have a better plan, but you stick to that plan. You don't go emotional, you don't change the plan because of emotions, you only ever change the plans because of logic. Otherwise, you stick to that plan. Again, you're aiming to make your first $10,000 in profit. Picking a safe portfolio and dollar cost averaging your way into it is the safest way to do it, which brings us to your next 5 moves. Move number 1. Figure out your actual budget. Determine how much you can invest. Your crypto budget is not your investing budget. It's not your savings budget. It's not your rent budget. Your crypto budget is what you can afford to lose, nothing more. This is because you're human. You will make mistakes. Crypto is risky. Never risk what you can't afford to lose. Move number 2, get on an exchange. To get started, you need a secure, reliable exchange and a wallet. Start with Coinbase, with Blofin, with Kucoin, whatever works depending on your individual goals. Move number 3, buy a small amount of Bitcoin and or Ethereum. Don't break the bank, just get a feel for it. Dip your toe in. The goal is to become a crypto investor. And the goal is to understand this world so you can then make money from this world. Move 4, pick a reliable portfolio and start dollar cost averaging into it. This will depend on your budget, but start investing a preset amount every week on repeat. Do it rain or shine. I don't care if it's $1 a week, do it. Just start. Move 5, be patient. A safe portfolio and dollar cost averaging will take a little while to make your profit, but it's the most likely strategy to get you there as a beginner, so you need to be patient. But while you're waiting, start learning about smaller coins and narratives. Learn how they interact. Learn the projects, learn the tech behind them, dig into the teams, start planning your next move. Earn income outside of crypto, up your income and your skills so you can put more money into crypto. That's how you get really rich. These are the steps that will take you to your first $10,000 in crypto. And if you're curious exactly how that trader I mentioned earlier, Kyle, turned $26 into 2.7 million, you're in luck because I interviewed him and that video is on screen now. Love you, bye.